Jazz Club. Really flying the music. Okay. And it's so packed in here. The band sounds great.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the studio. And happy Saturday. Hope you're all having a good day. Let's see. I'm working on another glaze, and we're going to open up a kiln. Actually, I have already opened up a kiln. It's cooling down a little bit, but we are going to glaze a few more things while it cools down, and then we're going to see, we're going to empty it out and see how everything turned out. I am starting off here with one of my large yarn bowls, which, you know, it will fit in the bucket, but just barely. And it is going to be green and black, so it needs to be all green though first. So I've been sitting here like debating on how I wanted to glaze this, if I want to like dip one side and then the other, and or try to like get the whole thing in there and then get it back out, because it is kind of awkward. Hey Brain Cell and Tech, yeah, welcome everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. So I think what I may do is it's just this. Do most of it and then come back and do the other side. Let it drip for a little bit. The mic sounds a little fuzzy. Let me, maybe, is that any better? Logistics, hey. Reach the face cam up there. I know one of these guys is on because whenever I have my mic turned off, something still picks up the closed captioning. But I was going to see if something else was picking something up. Logistics, I'm pretty good. I've been getting stuff ready for another kiln load, another glaze. We've got both of my kilns filled up right now with a glaze. We're opening up the little one, which I'm going to refill. So that one like is not going to hold that many pieces. The bigger one won't open up until either late tonight or early tomorrow morning. And I don't know that I'll be loading it up immediately. So I might be ready to like do a bit of throwing tomorrow if everything else goes okay. Might be time to start the process over again. But I've got a couple of these larger pieces that need to be the Misty Forest. I finally got some more of the Misty Forest, my green glaze, which is this one, the Emerald. I finally got some more of that in. So I'm gonna clean this off. This is one of our, this is a colander. Oh no, Logistics, you've had a terrible morning, and the past few hours have been distracting you. Well, I hope we can distract you further. Here you go. Well, watch Minnie and be at peace. Here we go. Here. This is what everybody needs when they're having a terrible morning. Watch a sleeping cat. Watch when she starts dreaming. Her whiskers will start twitching. My parents have a new cat. They, or my father found a kitten behind the air conditioner where he worked at. They are just as bad as me when it comes to rescuing cats, or I guess I should say I'm as bad as them. You haven't seen a kiln opening in a while. Yes. Alright, I think I got that clean. This one had been sitting close to where it had just been sitting on a shelf and had been splattered with glaze, so I was cleaning off all the other colors that had settled on it. So this is a big colander. It's going to be the Misty Forest, and this is something I definitely have to, well, I don't even know if I can dip it. Is it too wide? We might be able to. Let's see. See how far I hold my mouth right. And kind of squeeze the bucket a little bit. Okay. We barely fit. Barely fit. You need a good distraction for the next 2 hours. Okay, and then I'll come back and dip the other side. Where am I going to sit this? About right here. I've lost my drink. Well, I need to, there it is. I've got couple of different things to do. So this is the emerald, and it is this color, the green color, and the Misty Forest, the light green over the dark green, is what I normally do with it. I have someone who's requested to see if we can do the blue of the Starry Night over the emerald, and so I'm going to treat it kind of like I do the portal. I'm going to put green on the bottom of the mug, and then I'm going to put Misty Forest on the top, so it will have the blue and the green. And I have a lot of people asking if I can do like the Misty Forest green over the black, so I may need to do that test as well and see how that works. So I'm just gonna do that. And the rest of these are going to be the Misty Forest. The mic audio is loud. Okay, so someone said it was fuzzy, so I put it closer to my face. I just moved it back a little bit. Loud or sensitive? There's my measuring cup over here. Well, I have not changed anything. I'm not sure what to do about that. All I can do is turn it down a little bit. I don't know if that did anything really. Okay, this needs to be solid emerald. I need to maybe set this somewhere where I don't accidentally make it the Misty Forest. That's better? Okay, good. And both of these are misty. Then after this, I'm going to get out the chicory, which is the base for the tree beard. I'll do one more, because I might actually do that test of what the Misty Forest looks like over the black. And it's something that may not be unique enough that it may not be different enough that it's noticeable, but we'll see. Yeah, so green on the inside. Do I have a small test kiln? So the kiln we're going to unload is the smallest of my kilns. It is. It holds about 36 of the regular mugs. And so that's what I use. Usually when I do a test, I just kind of throw it in with whatever glaze I'm doing. I'm kind of wary of little bitty test kilns for like giving accurate results, because my kilns are so big that it almost like it's going to look different in a bigger kiln, because it heats up slower and it cools down slower. Like a lot of times people will set if you have a small kiln, they'll set a hold at the end, or they'll set a timed like slow cool so that it doesn't cool down as fast, because that gives the glazes more time to melt and such. And mine just kind of does that automatically because it's huge. Like there's no way to speed it up. Alright, so let's see. Maybe I should have chosen this differently. I don't want to hold it by the hook. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Of course, now as soon as I take the camera off of her, Minnie starts moving. I apologize, I did block her. There we go. Your Erica has a tiny one that's 120 volt and meant for doll parts. Yes, I've seen those. I think like there's one we do have that is like, it has what, a 6x6 cube or 8x8 cube of space where you can do something. It's meant for like one piece at a time. or for jewelry or something, you know, something with very small pieces. Her tests have been very accurate in the small one, though. That's good. Well, I even remember when I first started using my smaller kiln, like there was a noticeable difference in some of the colors because it would get to the right temperature, but because it cooled down so much quicker, like I think it only takes like 5 hours for it to reach temperature, and then another maybe only like 6 or 7 to cool down, because I remember thinking it was a 12-hour turnaround, so that was about right. And because of that, some of the colors looked a little bit different, like so now that the elements are worn out a bit, it takes a bit longer and everything looks normal. So but it is amazing sometimes how just that little bitty thing, like how fast it cools down or how fast it heats up, can make such a huge difference. All right, and let's do this again. I'll probably have to touch up the edges because it's scraped against the bucket, but we've got good coverage there. Sin Vision, thank you for the follow. While I've got it here, I'll touch up that edge. And that's all I really need for right now. For that green. Because as you know, most of the colors I'm doing, I'm just like layering. I'm going to be layering different colors on top of a base layer, and so I'm going to go through and do all my base layers first. She would put in the cone measuring thing to make sure it fired right when testing. Yes. Yeah, so that tells you exactly how hot it got, not necessarily like, you know, how long it stayed there. I may need to get out the big stick. So I'm in need of a new whisk or something, so I've been using a big stick if I need to dig around in the bottom. Which, I mean, it works perfectly fine. We were actually looking up a lot of different like whisks and things on Amazon and seeing what some of the different recommendations were, and they have these like big like paddles with like a wider bit on the bottom, a big metal stick with a paddle on the bottom. I think that would be fun too. Just trying to break all that up in the bottom. It's like I feel like I just used this the other day. I'm surprised it's so settled. And that's what I need the whisk for, is all that big chunky stuff that I'm getting up. It needs to be broken up. Let's see if this will do any good now. There we go. I think I got it. I'm all bespeckled. This is another day I'm going to have to remember to check my face when I leave. Although this color, at least it'll just look like I have extra freckles. All right, here we go. You get the jumbo whisk and paddles from restaurant wholesalers. Yeah, I know a place where there's like a restaurant supply store. I just need to like go to it. Kitchen stores and hardware stores, yes. Now where's my tongs? Oh yes, like half the tools I have in here are repurposed from my kitchen. You're looking at a jumbo immersion blender stick, but you don't know if you'd like it or if it's just cool looking. It might work. I use a small immersion blender for mixing small batches or mixing slip. I've also in the past used a concrete mixer. Those are heavy duty for the 5-gallon buckets. But it's the type of thing like you still kind of need a stick or something or a paddle to like dig around in the bottom to get some stuff off the bottom, and then use the big blender. Logistics, I forgot to look at that. Take, you're using your time to doff the dice mug right now. That's the one I have over here. Yeah, I saw where the Wheel of Time after season 3 it was canceled. So that's just probably all we're ever gonna get. Yeah, look at the concrete mixers. They're actually like very reasonable for price, and it is basically, mine was like a larger version. I don't think I have it here anymore. I think I finally threw them all away. But it was like, it's like a larger version of the paint mixer drill bit you can put on a drill, and then it's just, you know, one big piece. Ooh, big mini stretch. I have a Blood and Bloody Ashes mug, I know, because I had somebody looking at it this morning. Wolfie Hound, hey! Just popped in to say hi. Well, thanks for stopping by. One day you hope to catch us at an event again, as shipping to there is $47. I don't doubt it. Well, we've applied for TwitchCon, and then we've got, I guess that's the only, like, undecided show that we don't have, like, technical approval yet that we're in. I've got this, and I think it's Treebeard, but I want to make sure, because I've got a little Serenity yarn bowl here. I'll find what I did with my phone, so I can check my orders. It is Treebeard, it is. Okay. Or you could make an 8-hour drive there. It's only 8 hours? Okay, we'll do these 4 things, and then I can switch colors. Really, from your place to the shop? Okay. I thought I heard somebody up front. I don't know what I heard. Spook, yes, this is Minnie. There we go. Evil Elmo, hello, good afternoon. Just stare at the sleeping cat for a while. It makes everybody feel better. So I have not yet unloaded the kiln. I want to try to get a layer of glaze on everything before I unload the kiln to give it time to cool down a bit. Let's see, what color should I do next? I do need to get out the black for just a few things, but I also need purple and red and pink. So which one should I get out first? Do I personally know or own an animal with a funny or ironic name? Well, like if we had named Minnie something that meant large. She's Minnie because she's, well, because it's, her full name is Minerva, but we call her Minnie. But she is also small. I don't know. Like naming a great big dog Tiny. We have a Fuzzy. Sir Chunk. Yeah. well, Fuzzy. We call this our long-haired cat at home Fuzzy because it's we called her Fuzzy Butt forever because she was the neighborhood stray and she just decided on us. But we would always just call her Fuzzy Butt. So she never got a more dignified name. I know what I might do is get out the mana blue because I have like one piece that needs to be the mana blue, so I need to do that before I accidentally glaze it something else. Shadow Warrior, Master of the Universe. Has anybody read A Discovery of Witches or seen the TV show A Discovery of Witches? It's by Deborah Harkness. One of our cats is named Isabeau, after one of the main characters there, and she does live up to the name of the character. You have a dog named Joan of Arc. I love it. I love that. I might be able to just use a normal small whisk on this. Alright, so this one needs to be mana. Have I ever knocked over a bucket of glaze? Yes. I have had 2 instances of spilled glaze in the years I've been doing this. One was a cat's fault. It was Kiba. and he would jump and sit on the buckets, and one was like half full, and he kicked off of it to jump down, and the bucket tipped over. I'm surprised it didn't happen more often, but at that one time it happened and spilled. And the other time was like the other time was when I learned that 5-gallon buckets don't last forever. It formed a little crack at the bottom, and suddenly, like, as I was like mixing it up, suddenly the glaze just started seeping out the bottom. But I was able to, get another bucket and pour it out before I lost too much. So logistics, are you looking for suggestions for pet names? I guess you asked about ironic names. I guess Daniel had one growing up because he had a cat named Akita, and that means dog in Spanish. Because she had like a very raspy, she almost had a bark instead of a meow. I guess you could say Kiba's name was like that because it meant fang. Because we named him after one of the Naruto characters that has a black and white dog. The dog's name was Akamaru. The like ninja's name was Kiba, so we chose that because it was easier to say. So you usually see dogs named Kiba. I've got red here, and then I'll need purple. Let's do red first. No new pets for a while, you're done. Guess Minnie's had her close up now. So back to when I was like, so two buckets I have knocked over. One was black and the other one was orange. So like the orange one is the one that had a cracked bucket and I was able to save it. The black got knocked over and spilled all over my floor. And my floor is not clean by any means, but it was actually when my glaze area was like around the corner and it was only glazing. Like now my floor has like clay dust on it and glaze and everything mixed together at any given time, but at that point it just had like glaze drips on the floor, and I was actually able to scrape all that glaze up and run it through a sieve again and actually use it, because it was black, and I was like, well, even if I get all the any big chunks out that might be in there, any clay that might be out through the sieve, and then any other little like colored glaze bits might not show up, and it didn't, so I got lucky with that. Okay, this one needs to be solid red. Yeah, logistics, you've lost 2 in the past 2 years due to old age, yeah. It's rough. Alright, and then either the black or pink. I should probably go ahead and do the pink first, because it'll need to, that will need to dry, because I'll need to get the pink out again later. Oops. And then one of my new favorites is Fluffy Fluff and Fluffer. And this one's going to be the cotton candy, the blue and pink. Let's see if we can get this one glazed. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I have so much stuff to glaze that I feel like I'm being more efficient when I can just like do an entire glaze of one color. But now I'm to the odds and ends at the end where I'm getting out every color. All right, this one is black. And this is the Discovery of Witches I was talking about. This is one of the mugs from that fandom, from that book series. Set Tours is the name of the castle. It's the castle where Isabeau lives, so I guess that's what we should call our house. Oh no, you were orange. I guess I need to get out orange. Now I know everything that I'm glazing today is not going to fit in the kiln again, but it's not anywhere near enough to fill up the big kiln, so I'm just going to put what I can in the little one and then maybe do another one tomorrow. This one is one from another book series. This one is from Outlander. It says Fraser's Ridge, North Carolina. Okay, this is the same one too. Same color. I like write on here with pencil like what color they are, so especially when I've got so many different colors to do, so I don't get confused. Oh, Minnie's over here twitching. She's dreaming. Now we'll have to get that out later to layer like on top of other colors, but for the base layer, that's all I need. Purple. I really need to swap out my purple bucket because the handle busted on it. I'm just glad it didn't break while I was actually carrying it. Or I would have had a third spilled bucket. Now this is the purple. I know it looks a little bit blue. I'll do this one first. So I've got a big yarn bowl that needs to be sweet pea. Well, good morning, Nanny. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes, ma'am. Come on. Oh. Is it time to cuddle? She hasn't done this with me in a long time. But she does like a after nap cuddle. We are on commercial break. Yes. Oh, that purr. You know what she does? She usually goes in and cuddles with my employee. There's a little passer around. It's about that time of day. Mm-hmm. Am I not being still enough? Yes, ma'am. It's okay. Now, if you fart, I had to trim Mir's butt fur yesterday because he was getting kind of bad, and she's been gassy. Like every time she jumps or does something, so we call it her propellant. It's almost too warm back here to do this, Minnie. But I am honored to be chosen. You gotta make sure that 2% cat fluff's in every piece. We haven't had enough cat fluff in here in a while. There we go. Now everybody's back. Minnie decided to cuddle. She doesn't actually like ask for cuddles that often. Like she came up on the wheel and just meowed at me. So I am a well-trained human. I know what's expected of me, though I'm not being quiet enough. Does anybody else have cats that like only cuddle one way? Like this is what she does. She wants to get on your shoulder. That's all she does. She does not want do not hold her like a baby. Do not put her on the other shoulder. This is how she cuddles. Hey, Yarnia. Were you settling down for another nap? I'm gonna have to remix my glaze again. Gotta turn on my fan again. I'm getting a little purr, though I know I'm not being still nor quiet enough. A beautiful bandit cat. Why don't you get on my shoulder? Oh, the protest. The protest. Are you stuck? Oh, there you go. With my shirt. There you go. I think I'm out of here. Betrayed her tiny little trust. Mir wants to get on your shoulder. He's just so big. He can't figure out how to do it well. He won't get comfortable. But if you're doing something and he's trying to figure it out, he wants to like get on your shoulder and look over your shoulder. Adirondack, hello, how are you? So let's see. I was cleaning this off when I got distracted. We had to stop for a cat cuddle break. So let's let this fill up with glaze a little bit, and I'm gonna just fill the inside because I kind of want the inside to mimic the outside, with it being purple on the bottom part, and then it'll be a different color on the top. There we go. And then I've got a couple of things to be solid purple. I need to clean this off first. Sorry if this like scratching sound is annoying. I'm trying not to. Hopefully it doesn't get picked up on the mic. Mr. Woodward, thank you for the follow. There it is better. So this is a 32-ounce tankard. It is the biggest drinking vessel that I make. We make larger serving vessels like pitchers and such, but this is the largest mug. And it really is like comically large. Let's see if I can dip this whole thing. Yep. Well, there you are again. Hello. Time for afternoon nap number 3. Now some of these things are going to be solid purple and some are going to be the Hocus Pocus, which is the black over purple. And if you're just joining us, welcome. I am adding color to the pots today. These have all been fired once. And then when I've got all the appropriate amount of glaze on them, I'll fire them again up to 2232 degrees Fahrenheit. And once I get one layer on all of these, I will open the kiln and empty it so that I can then fill it back up. This one is a little bit hard to read because the text is pink at the bottom, but it's Dolly Parton's Cup of Ambition. I've got a lavender farm that has ordered a bunch of different mugs from us, and I love it because they're like, just give us all the different kinds of purples that you have. That's what we want. I'm like, yes, all my favorite colors. Alright, and then I don't need the tongs for these. These are all going to be sweet pea. So I need to put them away so I don't accidentally just grab them and start glazing things solid purple. And this colorway, let me get all my stuff out of this cup. So this is what the glaze is going to look like. This is the purple. And then I'm going to come on top with this lighter minty colored green. When it overlaps the purple, it'll be blue. So that's what we're going for here. All right, I think it's these last 3 pieces, and that's it. Let's see, what else do I have over here? We need the iron and the jade. I've got the jade over there. Let me get the iron. That mess? It's like it's in front of the green screen now. Okay, so this is the iron color, and it's because it's, you know, the main colorant is iron oxide. Glazing all day today, yes. So after I do a few more mugs with the jade and iron, I'm actually going to do a kiln opening. I'm going to move my camera over to the kiln because it's been cooling down. I opened it up at about 450, which is a safe temperature to open it up, but it's, you know, I'm letting it cool down so I can actually pick things up without having to need fuzzy gloves or without hurting myself. 450, I should clarify, is a safe temperature to open the kiln for the safety of the kiln and the pots. Okay, there's 2 of these. Yeah, I think I may actually do some throwing tomorrow because I'll just be then waiting on the kilns to cool down. Unless things need to be refired. I did put wax on these. You've been living through the fellow potters on here, yeah, living vicariously through us. Ooh, I need to make some more of this. These are both seafoam. So this one will be green on the outside and white on the inside. It will look like this one back here. And normally I would dip this, but I can't because I don't have that much left. So I'm just going to pour it on. Okay. And then after this one, I'm gonna go unload the kiln. Leave that one there. And let's see. I'm going to unplug this camera and take it over to the kiln. So I shall return. All right, let's see how centered I am. Here we go. That's pretty good, just for guessing. There we go. All right. So as you can see, there's a lot of green in here. Don't be green with envy. But because I had been saving up several things because I had been a while since I had been able to make my green glaze. So that there's a lot of that in here and in the other kiln, but I don't think it's all green. I think there's some other things in there too. But let's go see how warm it is if I still have to use the fuzzy gloves. I should probably be able to get the top layer out fine. It's, you know, the lower you get into the kiln, the warmer it's going to be because it doesn't have the airflow. It says it's 147. And then, of course, the pots are going to be a lot warmer than the air temperature because that's what the ceramic does, right? Retains heat. But these are some of the ones you may have seen me working on, not yesterday, but Thursday. This is the Misty Forest, the light green over the dark green. Do we have anybody here from Colorado? And so far, everything's looking good. Looking for, like, you know, nice even coats on the medallions as well as the color on the mug. And then this is one of the travel mugs. So I'll be making a lot more of these too because I've got some more orders for them, but it will have a silicone lid on it. So all the travel mugs do come with a lid. And then we've got 2 more layers. Okay, I can pick that up. Oh, pink and orange. See, I thought there was something besides green in here. No, I need the fuzzy gloves. It's time for the fuzzy gloves. Fuzzy gloves. Oh, this reminds me. Did y'all see where, like, I forget what school it was, where Kermit the Frog was giving the commencement speech at graduation? Fuzzy gloves reminds me of Muppet Hands. But this is the pink over the orange, tropical fruit. That one might need to be, well, got that one little spot. Sometimes this glaze, it's thick enough that it separates a little bit sometimes. Like that one, yeah. I thought I saw some little white spots in there. I'll refire that one. And that one too. Like, you have never seen such a happy and excited looking, like, bunch of graduates during a speech. You know, usually everybody's just there, you know, having to sit through. I'm gonna bring these two over here. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know, does it look just as bright over there? I feel like it's darker over there. Still looks good. All right, last layer. Whew. That could have been bad. This was stuck over here to the shelf. I'm glad it stayed on as long as it did and didn't go falling and becoming a missile. There we go. These turned out good. And I'm not seeing warpage on the travel mugs. That's always a bit of a worry with the travel mugs, is sometimes if the rim warps a little bit, then the lid may not fit as well, but these are all looking good. Let's see if I can get all 4 of these. There we go. Grip strength. And then more pink and orange. See if all these are good. This is such a bright color. I feel like it should glow in the dark. All right, that was it. And then, let's see if these are, so what I'm gonna do to fix this is I'm gonna get some pink glaze. Forget my camera's not there. I'm gonna get some pink glaze and get a really thick glob of it and just stick it on there and then refire it just like it is. You don't have to add a whole lot more like glaze to anything else. Just I'm going to fill in the areas that separated, and it'll be good. What happens, the glaze will drip a little bit more when it's fired a second time. So if there are glazes, like for say, if the drip had gone all the way to the bottom and it had still separated, I probably wouldn't refire it because I'd be afraid that the whole thing would be ruined after that. But with these I can. So, where was the, oh yeah, it was just a little one on the handle. There we go. Now with the jade here, I go ahead and do the second part of the jade and iron pieces, the Carlsbad. And then decorate the rest of it. So, just with the camera being over there. This is one of the few colors that I do paint on because I think it looks a lot better when the glaze is thinner for the overlap. Because overlapping the jade over the iron, sometimes it becomes opaque or too opaque. I don't like there to be a lot of variation there. Here we go. We'll have a few curse words in this next kiln load. Let me show you what I'm doing here. I'll pour that out and dip the rim. There we go.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar esta canción.
Let's see. I don't think I need this one anymore. So now I've got to prioritize and decide what I'm going to put in there. Need to get the sea spray out to do the tree beard and the starry night and all that. Great big full bucket. Oof. Too thick. So for some of these, like, all I have to do is just that. Just let it drip. Because this is a runny glaze by itself, so I don't want to cover the whole thing in a thick layer. One thing I did forget to do was to put black on that, black with the green. So I have to get the black back out again. Okay, those are gonna be pink. Let's see if this one's dried out enough. Because that is one thing I have to take into account is like, if the first layer is dry enough to be layered. This is our Fluff You Fluff and Fluffers mug. It's going to be the cotton candy, the blue over the pink. And this one is they're going to be the red and blue, the fire and ice. Alright, some of those others I think need to dry out a little bit more. So that might be a good stopping point. I'm going to let some other things dry out, and then once I can layer a few more pieces, then I'll load up the kiln and start that one, which I can then open up tomorrow. Because this little one, because it's so small, it's like a less than a 24-hour turnaround. Diomedes, hey! Better watch out, Minnie is here. Don't talk bad about Minnie. Don't wake her up. She's already yelled at me. I'm gonna get out my mouse pad here. Never mind. But Diomedes, how have you been? You've come at towards the end of the stream. We did. I've been glazing some things, and we just got done with the kiln opening. I'm seeing who else is on if we wanted to raid anybody. Live Kitty TV. Why don't I do that? Well, I see someone here who is crocheting a Doctor Who scarf. That seems appropriate. We did glaze at least one Doctor Who mug today, so I think that's where we're gonna go. So guys, thanks for watching. I know it wasn't a very long stream, but thanks for watching and hanging out with me for a little bit. I greatly appreciate it. I think we did just as much kitty cuddles as we did glazed pieces. But thank you for spending part of your Saturday afternoon here with me. Here with us. Minnie's like, what? See, Diomedes, I took that for you. That could have been you. That look could have gone to you. Alright guys, have a good afternoon and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see y'all later. Here we go.